Hi guys, it's your girl Mary Ann and I'm back with another video. Before we get into this video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up, you subscribe to this channel and comment down below. Also share this video, share it with your friends, your family. Just share guys so they can make our family grow. So today's video I'm gonna do a story time. I don't know how it works for other YouTubers, but for me, it's when I'm doing a story, it's always that I'm being asked something that triggers me to do a story. If that makes sense anyway. It's like I'm being asked something, so then there's like a flashback, and then let me say it reminds me of something that happens, and then that's where my stories are coming from. Anyhow, today's story, it's about something that I don't usually talk about because it was one of the most worst experience I've ever had. It's about the night, not the day, the night that our house burned down. I was staying with my aunt. It's actually my aunt's house. I was staying with my aunt because I was at college at the time. So this particular night, it was the night before my final exam. So it was the night before I had to write my last subject, which was my best subject. So what happened was, I was in my room. My aunt was in her room. My sister and my niece were also asleep. Like I was the only one awake at the time. So while I was studying, at first I heard the sound. It was almost like someone was throwing something at our house. But me being me and me minding my own business always, and also being scared because we live in crazy times, guys. I don't jump outside for any sound or noise I hear because I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want anything to hit me that wasn't even supposed to be for me. So it was something outside. Yes, it did sound like someone throw like a brick at our house, but I just ignore it. In my aunt, being the good Samaritan that she is, there was just one old lady that used to drink a lot. She would always, when she's drunk, come by our house, and my aunt would always be the one, no, you're not gonna go out, it's too dark, you're gonna sleep right here and what. So she was there. So she woke up after hearing the sound. She woke up and she went outside to go and check what was going on. So when she got there, she was like screaming, oh, I'm not gonna say my aunt's name. Oh, come and look outside. The house is burning down, and our neighbor's house. That's the house that was burning down. The house is burning down. Please come and help, please. So when we got there, it was almost like already the flames were high. Like it was like there's nothing to save. We couldn't save anything from that house. So we stayed in a windy house. So this house was actually very close to our house. So at first, my friend, he tried to save, like throwing water at us, at our neighbor's house, trying to save it, trying to take down the flames and stuff like that. But and he was standing on top of our roof to do that. So while he was standing on the roof, I just heard him say that he called my aunt and said, I don't think I can do this anymore because now the flames are coming over. He's on the roof. The flames are coming. He's on our roof, and the flames are coming over to our side. So he got down as quickly as he can. Obviously, he got down. They tried to throw water at our house. It was obviously we didn't have much neighbors because we used to say was only like 4 houses. It was like yeah, it was like 4 houses around us. So he said, I can't do this anymore. I must get down because the flames are coming over to this side and what. So he got down. Actually, it started from my room. It started burning by my room first. So yeah, it started. And what's strange is it started as soon as it went over to our side, it started like burning from the inside. Like the flames went in, and then the house started burning from inside my room. I was standing outside. So my aunt reacted quickly because we used to had a gas stove. So she quickly grabbed the gas can while the house was still burning from my room. She quickly grabbed the gas can, ran outside with it, and like now it was really burning. Guys, I was outside, like I didn't register actually what, because this is my first time ever experiencing something like this. Yes, I see it because staying where we staying, this happens like on a daily. People's houses burn down on a daily, but once you in that situation, it's like you go blank, and that's what happened to me. I went completely blank. I was standing outside. I couldn't even help my sister actually. She had a baby. She just grabbed the baby, put the baby on her back, put a towel around the baby, and that lady was carrying stuff out like crazy with that small baby on her back. So my aunt started to cry. I love my aunt to death. Guys, when I tell you, that lady, the first thing she said, she started to cry. She didn't, first of all, she grabbed stuff, throw it outside. But the first thing she said was, we must try and save we must try and save my ID and also my matric certificate. Like for being in that situation, it's like your livelihood is burning down. Everything you've worked so hard for is burning down, and the first thing she thought about was saving my ID, not even hers, saving my ID and my matric certificate, because it was the year after matric. 2009 that this happened. So that's what she said. Please, there were two guys, people from not from our neighbor, from another neighborhood, because we were so close. Our neighborhoods were so close. They ran to our side, but they came there and everybody was just looking. It was like a show. Everybody just came to look. My aunt and two other guys from the other night, only those two guys came and they helped my aunt and my sister. Like I said, I don't know, guys, but me personally, I went blank. And which is a good thing that I ran out first. What if I went blank while I was inside the house? Like nothing registered up here. Nothing registered. I was just standing like with my mouth open. And then the strange thing is, I always see people when their houses are burning down. I always see them cry. And I started to cry. First of all, I'm staying with my aunt because I'm at college. Nothing in that house is stuff that I worked for. Everything there is stuff that my aunt has worked so hard for. Stuff that she has worked years and years to get. I started to cry. I started to experience actually what other people are experiencing when they are in that situation. I started to cry. I was standing and just tears were rolling down my face. I was literally crying. And when something did register, I don't even know if I have to say this because you guys are gonna think I'm stupid. When something did register, when I did like come back, hello, this is a serious situation happening. You can't just stand here like you're sleeping and crying, obviously. The first thing that I thought of was the TV is gonna burn down. So I ran to the flames. I want to save the TV. I want to save the TV. Maybe it was God's plan, because before I got there, there was like this pole. Because you're staying in a windy house, you have to use like poles and wires and stuff like that to stabilize it. So for the wind, of course. So as soon as like I was running towards like I said, I ran out first, so no one was, according to everyone, I'm outside, so no one is actually paying attention to me, because everyone saw me standing there, standing crying, standing and being completely numb. So I ran towards the fire, but before I could have got this pole thingy, I couldn't see it. It was the pole here, and then there was a wire like from the pole to the ground that could have, so that it can keep the windy house stable. So I ran, so I didn't see the wire. When I tell you, I felt so hard over that wire. I felt so hard right in front of the fire. I want to come closer, guys. I had like a scar here, like a huge scar. It was like big, like the way I fell. It's what, like I was diving to the ground. That's how I felt. So it was like a pink scar right here. I will tell you on another, that's a story for another time on how I got rid of that scar, because after using what I have used, I always, when someone has a scar, I always prefer people use this product to get rid of your scars. And it's the cheapest thing ever. But anyhow, that's a story for another. Comment down below if you want me to do that story. So I was running towards, and I fell and I hurt myself. I had this huge scar on my face of falling, because I did fall. It was like I dived to the ground. So yeah, I fell. All I heard was my sister saying, and I'm gonna say it in Afrikaans. Onze kind staan op. Please. Yeah, she was saying like, onze kind stand up. Please stand up, onze kind. So I got up. She helped me up. She pulled me back. Likely someone came out with the TV. So at the end of the day, I didn't fail for nothing. Someone saved the TV. That was like the worst, guys. Like that house burned to the ground. So after trying to save the TV, I remember I just went to sit down and I just cried. I cried a lot. So yeah, guys, our house burned, like it burned to the ground. Like it burned like it didn't even exist in the first place. What was left was just like an open space, just an open space. So my aunt lost everything, everything. I only lost one shoe out of all the pairs. Like what I mean is, like, I was literally left with one shoe. It's like all my shoes, out of each pair, one shoe was saved and the other one was left in the fire. She lost like everything, and that's why I was so sad. I was sad for her mostly, um and that's why I decided that if I was about to stay on my own, or if I wouldn't even consider staying in a Wendy house. Not that there's something wrong with it. It's just so that in life mistakes do happen. That was a mistake, because we found out at the end of the day, we found out that the guy who was looking after our neighbor's house, he was smoking, so he didn't switch off his cigarette completely, and that is what led to the fire. So mistakes do happen, and because of that mistake, and we were staying in the Winnie house, we lost everything. So that for me was like the worst. It was the worst thing that, like, I've experienced. Just seeing the flames, seeing how all my aunt's hard work, just in one night, everything was gone, went into flames. So guys, comment down below if you went through a similar experience. Like I said, I used to see how people cried. Now I fully understand how it feels. Now I fully understand. Or since, let me say, since that day, I fully understand how it feels. And since that day, I've told myself, if someone went through something like that and there is anything I can do to assist, or even to help that person, even if it means just to make them feel better, or just talk to them words of encouragement, I would do that, because I know the feeling. I didn't before, but I definitely knew after that day that it's not it's not a nice feeling. And even like for weeks after that, we had to stay with my aunt's friend. Very uncomfortable situation. Shout out to her. She helped us in our time of need. So comment down below if you went through a similar experience. um if you like this video, or if you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and check out for the next one. See you in the next video, a fun one.